Hello Flosstube, it's Amber Rogue Mama Stitcher, and it is Wednesday, September 4th, 2024, and this is Flosstube number 62. And that is significant, and you will find out at the end why the number 62 is significant for me. So I have, well, this is the channel where I talk about my my crafting, my hobby, my passion for cross stitch, and you know, thank you for joining me and for being on this journey with me. As you see, if you're a returning viewer, friend, subscriber, I have a new place to film, and that is because I've now fully taken over the former office in our house. So my husband has the garage for his shop, and he did some arranging for our children, our boys. You know, they're not exactly children anymore. They're our oldest is 18 and our youngest is 12. You know, he's helped them arrange their spaces so they can have more space, and they've been, you know, cleaning out you know, things they don't use anymore, and then therefore made more room for my room to become my craft room. So I'm pretty grateful for that, pretty excited about that. He did that while he was on days off and I was working. So anyway, so I'm excited. I'll show you at the end too, kind of more of the new spot. I haven't fully cleaned everything else up. You know, on the other side, there's still some arranging to do in other spaces to, you know, make some room for some of the office stuff. Anyway, so today I have two finishes, and I have started working on more whips. Sorry, hadn't been talking all morning, and then all of a sudden I was talking, and so my two finishes I will show you first, and I will also show you plans at the end. So my first finish, which I'm very proud of and very excited about, is the stocking I've been working on for my nephew's daughter, Lemmy. And it is just beautiful. I love how it's turned out. It's made by or designed by Joan, Elliott, and from the Good Shepherd. The lighting is a little different for me right now. I'm not really sure. Try to capture that better. Yeah, and I just washed this and ironed it. It's still a little bit damp. So, oh, look at that adorable kitty. And of course, I'll show this again when I've fully finished it. Oh, there we go. See that? That looks better. There we go. So I've stitched this on 14 count Aida. It's a white opalescent. I think it's just kind of like a generic Aida. Yeah, I think it just looks beautiful. So I stitched this 3/1, sorry. And I changed quite a bit, which I already have talked about, so I don't think I maybe need to go over for too long too many details, but I did so last time I had all this, all the stitches, the full stitches, I had them completed, and I just hadn't back stitched yet. So I have back stitched since, and mostly I used just one strand to back stitch, and the only features that I I used two strands was the features on the teddy bear's face and the cat's face. You can see those. And I love those. And I used, so it called for just all black, dark brown back stitching, and I just changed all the most of the back stitching to just kind of match, to highlight whatever colors. So just like a darker color of that color mostly. I did do gray, dark gray for the, you know, like the fur on the bear hat and the cat's hat. I changed, you know, the bow back stitch to maroon. Obviously the back stitch around the candy cane is maroon. Kind of a darker pink mauve for the pink in the paws and in the ears. I kept the green back stitch the same on the tree. I left off the metallic back stitch called for on the from the original design on the candle, the glowing flame of the candles on the tree, and I love that. I used a light blue as a background for the sign, Christmas is sharing, and I also added in back stitch for the frame of that Christmas is sharing for sharing sign, because there's a Joan Elliott stocking I did two stockings ago. I think it was 3 years ago for Lemmy's little brother, Ernie, or Aru, and Ernie's the name on his stocking, but he had a sign that's like from the Night Before Christmas poem, and the sign was like yellow fill in here, and then it was back stitched. So I just copied the back stitch pattern. It's pretty much the same type of sign. And then on the star on the tree, there was a called for metallic on that back stitch on the star, and I didn't like it. It was very thick, but I did use all that metallic floss for the kind of like either sparkles on the tree or little ornaments on the tree. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be, but I love them. They're a great highlight, and I think they go really well with the opalescent. They're sparkly with the opalescent. And then the blue bows on the garland beneath the name, I think, you know, I backstitched those with dark blue, and those are originally red. I did keep the original red color of the present, and I took off half stitches that were metallic on the present called for, and I really just like them just like that. I think they look really good, just, you know, with the green full stitches instead, just as like, yeah, kind of polka dots or something. Not really polka dots, I don't know. But yeah, and then I made these hearts by just taking off one stitch off the top and just some minor adjustments for shaping the stocking foot, you know, the heel and things, and toe. So yeah, I love it. I think it turned out great. It's a 9x16. You know, if you were stitching it on a 14 count, this is number 29. I don't know if I said that out of the stockings that I've made. And it's kind of just a little bit of a part of the series where it's like for my my nephew's family, which I don't plan on doing a stocking for every single niece or nephew's family. Like once they start a family, that's just a lot of commitment, and I'm not going to do it. So, and I think, you know, different family members have the interest and capability of doing some crafting or cross-stitching themselves, so I can let them go to town on that if they so desire. And I'll just be too old, and I have a lot of other stuff I want to stitch. But that was my first nephew. He was, you know, I took care of him when he was a little baby, and you know, so he's very special to me, and so are all of my nieces and nephews, of course. But you know, he holds that special place in my heart. So, and this was the original, just to kind of give you an idea of what the colors look like, and kind of you see the idea for the back stitching. So, you know, just the ornaments are all red, And you see the back stitching being that big, thick metallic. The bows, I mean, the bows are blended better. Like these up here, they look better, but oh well. You know, I'm happy with how it turned out. It's a vibe. It's a 90s vibe, how my bows turned out. And then I changed that personalization to, let's see, to this personalization instead. And I just kind of created how the L would look. And I think I got it pretty well, you know, accurate to what that font would be. I really like it. I just made it a little longer on this bottom part than, you know, than I had first stitched it, and I kind of was like, I don't know. I think it needed a little more, needed to be expressed a little more, you know, bigger, because it was the beginning. So I like it. I think it looks great, and I think it's just perfect for Lemmy. And you know, sometimes I wish that all of my I could just have all my stockings all together, but you know, just kind of like show you you know, all that work and how they turned out and everything, but I don't think it's necessary. So anyway, so I'm pretty excited I finished that. I started that in 2023, I believe. So like in July 2023. I thought I was going to finish it last Christmas, but I did not, so that's okay. I finished it this Christmas. I mean, before this Christmas. Anyway, I will finish it, FFO it, before this Christmas and have it sent long before Christmas Eve. Okay, and then my last finish for this Flosstube is Frog by KatieAbey, and charted by Hoops and Crosses UK. So I love it. It's stitched on 2/2 on Do You See What I See Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. Isn't he so cute? I love him. Oh, so he's Ken, and he's just so clueless, and he's just happy anyways. He doesn't know what's going on. So I love him. You know, he was stitched with, I think he was just stitched with mainly DMC and I think 1 AMO. I believe I've gone over this many times. I'm not sure what his finish size is off the top of my head. You know, you can always guesstimate, but let me see. So 5.5 by 3.7 or 3 7/8. Since I stitched him on a 32 count linen. So yeah, isn't he so cute? Oh, I love him. Anyways, so all his little spots in the back stitching and everything, really cute. All single strand on those spots, and then these are all 2 strands. Yeah, so really, really pretty. I love this blue. Oh, and I was hosting the Frazzled Frog Sal with Allie from the X Stitch Files, and I have you know, put her handle in my Flosstubes multiple times, and so yeah, you should know who she is by now if you've been watching. But I will FFO him for a friend for her yoga studio. I will probably spray paint this black, and I will do interface, you know, iron on the back. I'm going to wash this. I haven't washed this yet. I did wash my stocking, but you know, there was like blue fabric marker on it stuff. It had to be washed. But anyway, so that's my bag. This was not hard to do neat. So, you know, maybe you don't think this is neat, but I think this is neat, and I'm very proud of that. I like having a neat, I agree with Morti, Mad Morti. She, you know, and I believe Stitchy Cat Lady Joe, you know, we've talked about, and they've talked about on their own Flosstubes, how when you're trying to FFO or frame the item, you know, your finished piece, if you have a neat back, if it's not like piles of, you know, floss on themselves, that it's just better. It works out flatter. It just works out to be a flatter, you know, result. So when it's framed, it's, you know, not hitting the glass, or kind of different levels, if that makes sense, different planes. Anyway, that's, you know, everyone has their right to do what they're going to do. And, you know, sometimes it's not as important as others. You know, do with that what you will. So anyway, I'll stop showing that, but I just love it so much. So thank you to everybody who joined in the Frazzled Frog cell. And, you know, I so love to stitch with all of you and to be involved, in, you know, just, having enthusiasm for, you know, really fun pieces like this, or adorable pieces like this. Made me giggle. This made me chuckle to myself almost pretty much every time I would stitch on it. And that is so much of what I do it for. You know, I love to just enjoy the piece, enjoy what it is, the vibe of it, the spirit of it, you know, how it's meant to affect, whoever's, you know, stitching, or whoever's receiving it. So maybe I should show you the back of my stocking. Would you guys be okay with that? Or I bet you some people are just going to turn it off and leave and just say, you know what, screw you and your neat back. Or maybe some will say, mine is way neater. Like, I don't know. But carpe diem. Okay. And these are like more simple patterns. So, I mean, obviously I'd be more proud of these being neat, you know, because they just are, as opposed to something that maybe is more complicated and I made a mess. Wow. Yeah. So now to my whips. And I will also do interfaces, on the stocking and everything. And yeah, it's a whole deal, and I can explain it to you more when we cross that bridge. So, okay, so the whips I've started to work on. I'm gonna get a little more comfy here. So, okay, I started this one first. I resumed this one. So this is The Little Hair Shop by Soda Stitch, and I started this July 23rd, 2023, and that date is when my friends, my stitchy friends, and I like started just a ton of pieces, and it was Jordan, Tattooed Stitcher, Bernadette Burn Stitches, and this was not the one where we started a bunch of these with Amanda, Lucky Chance Stitcher. We did Mira's with her, I think it was the next weekend. But this was our like Soda Stitch, etc. start weekend slumber party. And so that's what I got done. And this is the fabric that Jordan gifted to me. It's her own hand-dyed mystery fabric. You know, opalescent 28 count even weave. I think this is an even weave. So I don't have a needle minder for it. Yeah, this is part of my organization. Why I've started, you know, I hope to gain from organizing. But isn't it so cute? So I've stitched it 3/2 on this, and this is mostly AMO and some CXC and some DMC. And part of like what we were doing, Jordan, Bernadette, and I, we were, or at least maybe this was just me that was doing this at this time. I had just gotten like a whole set of like AMO and CXC, and I was wanting to see, you know, what the quality would be like and how it would be, you know, how to turn out stitched, what would it look like, that kind of thing. So I absolutely love how this looks. I think she's adorable. I did a left, you know, starting at the left. So this piece will probably go all the way to here, I'm guessing. And then I'll have a quite an excess down here, you know, to trim. So, you know, and I plan to, you know, frame this around this room where I have all these empty walls right now. So super exciting. But yeah, so I just think she looks beautiful. And some of the CXC, I only did 2 over 2, stitch 2 over 2 because, you know, because the CXC, the kind I got, like, it's sort of like a hit and miss where, like, some of it's, like, more twisted looking. I don't like it, and I'm not going to use 3 strands. It's harder to control how that looks and how that lays. I don't know if you can tell, but, I mean, it's slightly disappointing, honestly. But normally CXC didn't turn out like that, so I think I might have gotten, like, a different kind. I'm not really sure. I'm trying to get that focused on there so you can see it. But see, this color right here is a CXC. This, I think it's 352. Just slightly disappointed, but I think it's really cute. There's not a lot of it. It's surrounded by floss that lays better, that I can do the 3 over 2, and I think there's going to be like more back stitching on top of it as well, kind of lining it, and so it's not going to be like too bad, you know, showing up. And I love these stripes. These little stripes on the chair are just so flippin' cute, and I could not wait to stitch those. And I'm super excited because she has a little drink with like stripes on the cup. Yeah, so I mean, and they're green, and they will just go so great with that fabric. See that? Oh, it's really gonna be cute. It's such a tiny picture, you know? So I mean, it's like kind of, sorry, that lighting is not great. But look at that, the striped green cup. And then look at those kittens. They're going to be so cute. They'll be bigger and we can see their features better and stuff. And this book this girl's reading is like a hair book right here. And there's like a little girl person on there, you know, like on the cover. It's going to be adorable. But I love those kittens sleeping next to the slippers. That is going to be so cute. So I can't wait. Okay, I cannot wait. So I'm really like kind of stitching her up quickly, but my favorite out of all these girls is this girl. She is such a cute little tomboy, and what is she doing at the hair shop, you know? And she's got a kitten on top of her head, and I think that's really cute. Sorry, I'm like reaching pretty far forward to do this. So anyways, so next time you see this girl, she will be done, all back stitching, all full stitches done. Probably the kittens will be done as well. So pretty cute. Yeah, and then I've been using, I guess I could grab out the colors since you probably haven't seen this in a while, if you know, if you're a returning viewer. But those are the colors for this, the little hair shop. I think they're great. I love these colors. You know, if you can kind of tell, a lot of white on that hand-dyed fabric is just really pretty. It's an obsession. I love to see it on Sew to Stitch, and I think a lot of people have started to see that as, you know, as desirable to stitch. I think it's a fun thing to do. I think it's really pops. I think it's beautiful to look at. I think I've shown these before. Yes, I have. But here are the snips I'm using for this piece. From Temu, I got these little cute snips. They work great, you know. Super cute. Love. Made with love. And then a heart. So sweet. So, love it. It just makes me happy, you know, to have cute little colorful things for my accessories. So I'm on days off, and I've been, you know, stitching quite a bit. So I stitched that, most of that little hair shop girl in the last, you know, my last day off. You know, yesterday and today I just kind of put my nose to the grindstone, I guess, so to speak, and decided, well, I guess I shouldn't say it like that because it's not like a lot of work, but I made sure I got ready for Flosstube. It's a little bit of a, I mean, it's a commitment, and I love to talk to you all, and it's, I needed that today. I needed to connect with you and talk to you and show you what I've been doing, and, you know, I really, but, you know, it's a process to gather your stuff, to prepare your spot, you know, that kind of thing. So that's kind of what I mean. Not that it's a lot of work, it's more like a process. So this is my next piece. I'm sorry, I was too excited to show you the fabric. It's the Sewing Rabbit by Soda Stitch. And Soda Stitch has just been speaking to me lately. All those pieces that I had started last year. Maybe it's because I started them around the same time that I started the stocking, the one I just finished. Maybe that's why I've just kind of been drawn to make some progress at least on these. So this is the part I'm on right now. That's where I started, left start again. It helps me to do a left start when I'm on that fabric, because these are, oh, I forgot to say how big that was going to be. So for the 14 count, this one is going to be a 20 point, oh, sorry, this is not 14 count. This is a 32 count Lugana, and that means that this finished piece will be almost 18 inches by 7 inches, 7.28, and 18, you know, was the 17.91 inches. So pretty long, and you know, not too tall, but that's, you know, these are longer. They're just kind of, you know, wide or long designs, and I love that, and it works really well for framing to fit more around. So anyway, so this is what the whole piece looks like. I'll show you the whole piece of fabric. Is just absolutely gorgeous, hand dyed by Rolanda, gifted to me by the Magnolia Stitcher, Mary. I think she's the housewife stitcher now or something. I have a hard time keeping track of everybody, and then when a name changes, I'm even worse. So I'm sorry. So I'm stitching this 2/2, and there's that adorable sleeve. Yeah, I didn't get very far, but it is really super cute. I even back stitched it because it had a little black button there, and I just took that one strand because I do the technique when I have like a one stitch to do in the middle of, you know, nothing or no color, other color that's, you know what I mean, it's just that single color, single stitch. So I do a single strand, and then I just go over it how many times I, you know, like 3 over. If I did 3/2, this time it's 2/2, so I did go over it twice and then go over it twice, you know, the other way. And then because I had excess of that black strand, I just ended up back stitching around, and that is what I do, you know, with other pieces too. That it just feels like it's not turning out clear, like the lighting's not great. Oh, there you go, that's better. So yeah, I think it's super cute. So I made it, so the last time, I think I had only made it maybe that to about there, maybe not very much. Like, I did not make it very far down the sleeve when I first started this piece, but I finished an entire sleeve and back stitched it. So it's pretty exciting. When I worked on it earlier this week, or I think it was earlier this week. So yeah, so that sleeve right there, and then I just figure I'll start working right there and across and probably stitch that clothesline. So, and then get down to the rabbits, which is the super fun part, and the white's gonna really pop. So really cool. So for the little hair shop, I wanted to tell you the dimensions. For the 28 count, it's gonna be 14 inches by 7.28 inches. Okay, so quite a bit wider than the Sewing Rabbit. Okay, and then I also made progress on what I've already shown you. I didn't make a lot of progress, but enough to show you. So I'm so happy that we're talking today. So this is the piece, the other piece I was working on, the pop-up stores. Excuse me, number 4 by Soda Stitch. So get some light. Oh, there we go. There's a little bit of light. Oh, it's so glary. I'm sorry, guys. There. Yeah, I love that one. And if you've, you know, we've talked before, if you've, you know, watched before, I'm debating on which ones to do next on this piece. So, got a cat around there. I have my adorable white kitty Pearl, and her little hairs get on my pieces, which, you know, is fine. So there's the piece, hand-dyed by Rolanda. And there is the progress I've made. I think I got to about here last time, and then I finished that up. So this is the entire awning now of the ice cream shop. And then I got into I stitched more down here across under the awnings, and then I stitched into the signs more. I am super excited about that. I stitched further down on the, you know, the side of the building, and 3/2 with CXC and, yeah, CXC, DMC, and ammo. Oh, and the last one, Sewing Rabbit, that's almost all ammo. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, so if you can tell, I started those 2 signs right there. And I'm sure you can guess, I'm super, super excited to get to the ice cream. The ice cream sign with the purple. That'll make it pop great. Super excited for that. Hope you can see that. So, yeah, I love it. And oh, this is almost all white. This is going to be a breeze. And this door is just going to be straight up fun. And my fabric has, you know, a lot of blue highlights. And then, of course, right after the ice cream sign, it'll be the girl's bandana and the girl. And, you know, the yellow, her dress, and then, you know, the ice cream. Oh my gosh, like everything is going to be fun. I am so excited. I'm so pumped. So, but, you know, one piece at a time. So, yeah. And this piece is, like the ice cream shop itself is about 90 by 90. And each of these 3, excuse me, that was a 28 count hand-dyed by Rolanda, Lugana. Excuse me. I'm not really sure how many inches off the top of my head. It does say centimeters, 59 centimeters by 17 centimeters on a 28 count. So there you have it. That's good enough, right? And then there's my cute project bag. Yeah, I love the lining. Erin Stay-at-Home Stitcher made that for me by my request. And anything else. So that was it for my whips, and thank you for joining me to look at that. And then my plans, okay, are to start working on this again, since we're getting into Halloween, and I finished my obligatory Christmas in July, and, you know, actually finished it. So it's by Maria Bravko, Cute Patterns by Maria, and it's Trick or Treat, and I did change some colors on this, and it's a hand-dyed by Rolanda that I'm stitching. Oh my gosh, like I hurt my tailbone. Oh, that was shocking. Okay, and then so if you've, you know, been here for, you know, since last year, you've probably seen this. It is so darn cute. I have not backstitched anything on this. And I did change the color to, I know for sure I changed this one from a purple to a red. And I think, did I change anything else? I think that's all I did. Yeah. Okay. And this is I believe this is a 28 count, and I'm stitching 3/2, and isn't that just amazing? I love this piece, oh, so much. And I've sort of just been like taking my time on it year after year because I'm indulging on it. I just love it. Indulging in how gorgeous it is, this fabric, this piece, everything. And I look forward to stitching it every Halloween. I might finish it up this Halloween. We will see. I love these poison apples like Snow White. I love that double cupcake. I love the spider. I did backstitch the spider. I lied. I backstitched that. I had to see it. So on the donut. I do love donuts, probably way too much, but I got this fabric from Rolanda about the same time I got the fabric for the witch in the cauldron. So anyway, so that's my part of my plans for the next couple weeks to a month, and then I'm hoping for another finish with this you know, beautiful piece by Yasmin made with love. It's the Strawberry Season piece. Excuse me. Oh, and in true, you know, fashion, I have to tell you the dimensions of the other one I just showed you because I forgot. So, Strawberry Season, that's the finished, you know, piece. And here's where I'm at. Oh, it's so close. I'm so excited. So just need to do that border on the bottom. And I think that's almost everything. Oh, and a strawberry. Oh, the strawberry right here on the bottom. I think that's all. And there's no back stitch, so, you know, yeah, that's it, right? Oh, maybe like a yellow, yeah, one of the little yellow inside of the flower pieces. Yeah, beautiful. So I just stitched this on a 28 count Glasgow linen, flax linen by Zweigart, 2/2, and this is a lot of, it's classic colorworks, it's Weeks Dye Works, it's DMC and Ammo. So a lot of beautiful, you know, kind of muted or rustic, earthy colors on this. So it's a beautiful piece. I love it. So it's very ratty right now. I shouldn't even try to show you when it's so ratty like this, but just kind of give you an idea of what, and I've definitely stitched with these colors, you know, like not a lot left here. So yeah, they're pretty, you know. And then Floss Drops by Mary Crow. Beautiful, beautiful. Love them. Yep. All right. So, you know, and I miss working with this beautiful kit and project bag and everything that I did. So I didn't do this project. I didn't make this project bag, but I bought it at Stitch West. So pretty. Okay, and then, like I said, I still need to tell you the dimensions of the Maria Bravko piece if I can find them. On a 28 count. Okay, so the stitch count 184 by 144. It's 13 by 10 inches on a 28 count linen. So yeah, there you go. So I will show you my now I will show you what this side of the room looks like, and you know, hopefully, you know, you will love it. So some of my project bags are like oversized for my new shelving, but it's because I specifically asked you know, people who were making the project bags to make them oversized. I don't regret it, but unfortunately it's just kind of sticks out weird when I'm storing them. So you know, it's not the best aesthetically, but I love to use the big project bags. So hopefully you guys have a great next couple weeks to a month, and you know, hopefully back to school has been going great for your kiddos and or grandkids, and I love you all, and happy stitching, happy crafting, and I will see you on the next Flosstube. Take care. Alrighty, so I am not going to move that table right now, but that's where, you know, that's where we have the smaller shelf, and, you know, there's my Cat in a Cup soda stitch piece, Stitchy Princess, or yeah, Stitchy Princess Black, Baba Yaga, and Rainbow Bright, Gloria and Pat, my finished pillow. But yeah, I have my flosses here, And there's my kitty Iris, my husband's kitty. Oh yeah, you're purring now. Oh yes. And, you know, just kind of organize some of my different stitching accessories there. You know, so the fairy tale book, I got these at Michael's. They're hollow, you know, just for you know, I'm using them for floss. I got 2 more to fit into that space for more floss because I have more ammo floss. I ordered complete sets. And you know, this is a container for floss, which I have not bobbinated yet. And I forgot to show you my my book of days, so I'm going to show you real quick. So that's my August book of days. It is so cute. I love them. I did a lot in August, obviously. Virtue is thy true sweet friend, sampler verse, and you know, I did not start my Mushroom and Fern. I did not focus on Frederick the Literate. I just had to do what, you know, was calling to me. So here's, you know, September. So I really haven't recorded much for that yet because I haven't really started or finished anything in September. Ye wandering travelers that pass this way, stand still a while, and joy survey, a sampler verse. And then I was planning on starting week 3 and focusing on November Topaz Fairy, so we'll see what happens there. Yeah, so points to ponder, sweet little pictures. Okay, and now my next shelf, if you're still with me. Oh my goodness, there's a kitty. There's the kitty. Right here is Pretty Bomb. I love it. So, yeah, I just love it so much. So the only downside I would say to organizing this way is to make it look nice. I have to organize kind of by like maker or size of project bag rather than designer. So not a fan exactly of that, just because I've been used to organizing by designer so long. But anyways, so this is from the Mary Crow, this little scissor holder. I love it. Super cute. And then there's my Soda Stitch Halloween piece, just on Soda Stitch Design. I, FFO'd that, and I absolutely love the FFO. It's kind of, not in its best form at the moment, but put little kind of candy corn beads and things. I love how that turned out. I love when I can display this. And then you guys have seen that one, the Svetlana Sakar penguins with balls or balloons. And this is Wee Little Stitches, Frankenstein and His Bride. I love this. It reminds me of my husband and me. He's very tall. And then this one is, oh goodness, who is the designer? I'm trying to remember. Is this Svetlana Sakar also? Oh crap, I forgot. I'm so sorry. But yeah, this fabric is hand-dyed by Rolanda. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this piece. I FFO'd this piece when my son got his, had his adenoids and tonsils removed, and I had to FFO it because I couldn't sleep. And this is, I think it's called Knitting Cats or Knitting Kittens. Knitting Kittens, I believe this is what this one's called. And I, my husband and I went and found these old frames over at a, thrift shop and fixed them up, painted them, sanded them, painted them. And that's what this beautiful frame is. It's like kind of almost cracked looking, and I just love it. Pearl Mist, I believe. I painted it white, and then it was like a maroon, I think, this frame. And then I painted it with Pearl Mist spray paint from Lowe's. So, yeah. This looks great. I love this piece. And it's a hand-dyed by Rolanda, obviously, right? I don't know. You could probably tell at this point. And I believe this fabric is a Crazy Hamster fabric, Oksana Lupitina. And these two fabrics are just generic. So anyways, I love you all, and thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful next couple of weeks to a month, and we will talk later.